Have you ever had a dream so big it felt impossible? What if I told you the journey to your dream could take you through betrayal, through slavery, through prison, before your breakthrough comes? This is the incredible story of Joseph, a young man who went from being his father's favorite to being sold as a slave, thrown into prison, and finally rising to become the Prime Minister of Egypt. Yes, you heard that right, Prime Minister. Welcome to Ecotella TV, where stories of faith and history come to life. This is Joseph's Dream, From Slave to Prime Minister of Egypt, an animated Bible movie. Grab your seat, because what you're about to hear will stay with you forever. Joseph was just 17 years old. He was his father Jacob's favorite son. How do we know that? Well, Jacob didn't even try to hide it. He gave Joseph a coat of many colors, a symbol of love and favor. Now imagine being a younger sibling wearing Gucci while your older brothers are wearing hand-me-downs. It didn't sit well with them at all. But what made it worse were Joseph's dreams. Joseph had dreams where his brothers bowed before him. He even told them the dreams. He wasn't trying to show off, he was just being honest. But to his brothers, it sounded like bragging. They started to hate him. Not a little. A lot. One day, Joseph's father, Jacob, sent him on a simple mission. "Go check on your brothers in the fields," he said. Joseph had no idea that this day would change everything. But when they saw him coming, their hearts weren't filled with love. They were filled with jealousy. They said, "Let's kill him and throw him into a pit." Can you imagine? Your own brothers, your own blood, planning your death? But Reuben, the oldest, spoke up. "No. Let's not kill him. Just throw him into a pit." They ripped off his colorful coat, the gift from his father, and threw him into a dry, dark well. He was just 17 years old. Then they sat down and ate lunch. Like nothing happened. Like he was just trash. And when they saw a group of merchants heading to Egypt, they pulled Joseph out of the pit and sold him for 20 pieces of silver. That's all Joseph's life was worth to them. A few coins. And he was gone. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted? That's what Joseph felt. Confused. Rejected. Alone. Joseph now found himself in a strange land. Different people. Different language. No family. No freedom. He was bought by a rich man named Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Joseph worked hard. He was honest, faithful, and everything he touched succeeded. Even as a slave, Joseph stood out, because God was with him. Potiphar trusted him and made him in charge of his entire house. Things were finally looking up, until Potiphar's wife started noticing him. Joseph was doing well in Egypt. Even as a slave, he worked hard. Potiphar, his master, trusted him with everything. Joseph was young, handsome, and wise. But with success came temptation. Potiphar's wife saw Joseph, and she wanted him. She tried to seduce him. Not once. Not twice. Day after day. But Joseph kept saying no. "Joseph, how can I do this evil and sin against God?" He wasn't just afraid of Potiphar. He feared God more. One day, she trapped him. She grabbed his coat and tried to force him. Joseph ran. He didn't argue. He didn't fight. He just ran. She screamed. She lied. She said, "Joseph attacked me." Potiphar believed her. No trial. No chance to explain. Just like that, Joseph was thrown into prison. Once again. He did nothing wrong. But he was punished. Have you ever been accused of something you didn't do? Have you ever been judged without being heard? That's Joseph's story. But even in prison, God was still with him. Even in prison, Joseph didn't lose hope. He helped other prisoners. The prison guard trusted him. Two men, Pharaoh's chief baker and cupbearer, had strange dreams. They were troubled. Joseph said interpretations belong to God. Tell me your dreams. And with God's help, Joseph explained both dreams. He said to the cupbearer, "In 3 days, you'll be restored." To the baker, "In 3 days, you'll be executed." And it happened exactly like that. Before the cupbearer left, Joseph begged, "Please remember me." But he forgot Joseph. Sometimes people forget us. But God never does. 2 years passed. Then Pharaoh had 2 strange dreams. One about fat and skinny cows. Another about healthy and dried up grain. None of his wise men could explain it. Then the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Pharaoh said, "I hear you can interpret dreams." Joseph replied, "I can't, but God can." Joseph told him, "The dreams mean 7 years of plenty are coming, followed by 7 years of famine. So store food during the good years." Pharaoh was amazed. He saw wisdom in Joseph. He said, "There's no one like you. I'll put you in charge of all Egypt." In one single day, Joseph's life changed forever. He woke up a prisoner, forgotten and unknown. By sunset, he was Prime Minister of Egypt, the second most powerful man in the most powerful nation on earth. From prison rags to royal robes. From iron chains to golden rings. From shame to honor. Joseph was only 30 years old. But he had already lived a lifetime of suffering, silence, and surrender. Many of us want the crown. But we run from the process. We want success without suffering. Glory without growth. But Joseph's journey shows us that God uses the low places to prepare us for the high ones. He didn't rise to power because of connections or politics. He rose because of God's purpose, and because he remained faithful, even when no one was watching. Sometimes, your breakthrough doesn't knock. It comes rushing in, when you least expect it. But right on time. Joseph's dream had finally come true. Not in the way he imagined, but in the way God designed. The famine came. And guess who came to Egypt looking for food? Joseph's brothers. They didn't recognize him. But Joseph knew them. He tested them, and saw their hearts had changed. Then he revealed himself. "I am Joseph, your brother." They wept. They asked for forgiveness. Joseph said something powerful. "You meant it for evil. But God meant it for good. To save many lives." Joseph's story teaches us that even when life feels unfair, even when people hurt you, God is still working behind the scenes. Your dream might take time. It may pass through pain. But if you stay faithful, your destiny will find you. Thanks for watching Teller TV. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more animated Bible stories. See you in the next Kingdom Tale.